Hello, this is the trade site U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview and Domestic Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Monday, the 18th of July, ending Friday the 22nd. Hope you had a good trading week. Here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the S&P index in futures form, which is the proper technical way to look at the market. And you can see made some new highs this week, shuffling off the Brexit vote. As we come into July, they've been buying stocks. We did get a 9-bar startup phase completion, which is usually a pause point, and as you can see so far, we have paused there. So that has started a new seeker count, the red numbers. We'll see, the last time we got to a 13 there was the top for 2 months. So we shall see what we get from here. Let's go through the major indices. Crude oil closed at 46.25. That's up 57 cents. Gold rose $5.90, holding up near the highs. S&P lost 2 for the day. It was very boring. Remember, it was options expiration, and we had one of the lightest volume options expirations ever at 1.4 billion NASDAQ shares. The NDX lost 6. The SOX was literally down less than a point. Biotechs were up 40. VIX was down 15 cents to 12.67. Look at that. The low of the day is the risk line that's in place from the April buy signal, the 13 buy signal, the pink line. We never hit it exactly until now, these last 2 days. That's funny. Trend reading of 1.20 brings the 10-day moving average to 0.89, which is interesting. Remember, anything under 0.85 is a sell signal. On the broad market, we did hit that during the week this week, and we've kind of stalled since then, so it'll be interesting to see if that leads to anything after. Look at that, one of the lowest volume days in over a month on options expiration. That just doesn't make any sense. That's how bad the interest in the market was this month. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 159, pretty much neutral. On the New York plus 274. Google lost 17 cents, no big deal. Apple lost a penny. How often do you see that? Amazon down 5 cents. Amazon down $5.76. Netflix up 37 cents. All right, so let's take a look at the intra week action. This is 10-minute candles on the ES first. You can see Monday gapped up, wiggled both ways, flat for most of the second half of the day. Tuesday gapped up, wiggled both ways, flat for most of the second half of the day. See the pattern? Wednesday, just flat, just absolutely flat. Thursday gapped up, wiggled both ways, closed about even. Every day we closed about where we opened. Friday gapped up, sold off, and that was probably the most negative day intraday of the week. Here's a look at the NASDAQ side. Pretty similar, So in the end, you gained 80 points, 70 points, 75 points for the week, but a lot of that was in gaps, not tradable. All right, so let's take a look at the economic data that's coming out this week here in the U.S. Monday, NAHB Housing Market Index at 10 a.m., net long-term tick flows at 4 p.m. Tuesday, housing starts and building permits an hour before the bell, and that's it. Wednesday, MBA Mortgage Index and crude oil inventories an hour in. Thursday, initial and continuing jobless claims, Philly Fed, that's all an hour before the bell. FHFA Housing Price Index at 9 a.m., existing home sales and leading indicators at 10 a.m., Natty Gas an hour in, that's the weekly number. There is no data on Friday. It's a summer week, so it's hard to know if volume's going to be poor. It might be again, obviously. This is kind of a slow time of year. August things should pick up, but since we did have that trend reading, we got to be at least aware of it. We are entering earnings season here. Big earnings started on Tuesday, so we enter the core 8 days of earnings. That's probably the biggest thing to focus on this week, and maybe the market will get some news in there that it can react to. Until we get that, not much else to look at. Just a straightforward trading week for us. We did post our stocks and futures results for June on our blog. Very nice months yet again. Shows that the trade site system really works. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal 12. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great week.